What's going on, everybody? How we doing? How we feeling? Oh, I'm alive! I live! I'm still bruised. There's not much of like a bruise still there. Can you see? That's where they stabbed me once. And they stabbed me again because I wasn't drawing blood. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Pant fear. Don't be afraid, 9-Volt. Ugu is here.
Jeez.
So I think a lot of people have been curious about why I was in the hospital. So I thought I'd share the story. Story time, everybody! It's story time! So we went to go get our COVID shots from Bonds, and the appointment was for like at 12:30, and we got there early. We like lined up, and we're ready to go. We're chilling. The lady comes back from her break. We're like one of the first people in line, so we weren't there too long. And we go in and get our shots and sign all the forms and agree to all the terms and conditions of the 5G that the COVID shot's gonna give me. And the free Wi-Fi, which isn't really working. I tried it using the free Wi-Fi from the shot today, but I don't know. Maybe my chip's deactivated or something. I don't know. Maybe that's what the second shot does, is they activate the chip. They had us wait 15 minutes after we got our shot just to make sure that we were all okay. And I realized why. Fecal, thank you so much. I realized why they wanted us to wait to do the shot. Because we walk around for a bit after because we just like didn't know what to do. We were just chilling in Bonds. Like, what do you do in a Bonds for like 15 minutes if you're not gonna go grocery shopping? We're walking and I'm starting to feel like a little lightheaded. Not like too bad or anything. But what the fuck am I supposed to do here? You know, like I felt better days, I guess one way to phrase it. I've seen better days. He's so close. Thunder. There it is, easy. We walk around the Vons for a little bit. I started to feel lightheaded. And so we decided to go back, and they had a bunch of chairs set up outside. There was a huge line for like, there was like maybe 30 or 40 people waiting all for their vaccines. And we were sitting down in these chairs, just kind of waiting next to them for them to get their vaccines so we can get our vaccine card and like just dip, right? I had bigger fish to fry. So I started feeling lightheaded and stuff, but I didn't really think too much of it because I thought that maybe I didn't have a big enough lunch or something. I don't know what. I had really early breakfast, but I didn't have lunch before the shot, and we were just kind of out and about for like about an hour after that. So go sit down, chilling, doing great. All of a sudden I'm not doing too great. And I'm like, fuck, I'm feeling really lightheaded. I'm feeling kind of nauseous, not sure what to do. So I look at Kumo and I'm like, bruh, should I like go tell somebody, you know? Like, what if I'm having a side effect to the shot? She's like, yeah, you should tell somebody. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I got up to go tell the nurse who gave me the vaccine that I wasn't feeling too hot. So I remember sitting there and being like, all right, I'm gonna get up. And then I woke up on the floor in front of the door, about maybe 6 feet away from where I was sitting. I guess that I had got up. I got up and blacked out, walked to the door to where the nurse was, and then fainted, like just totally fucking collapsed. And I had no idea. Apparently, I ran into like the little like get your vaccination here sign. I just like boom, dome straight into it. And then somebody caught me on the way down, so it didn't actually hit my head. And they just lowered me to the ground. And then I just remember waking up. Like, to me, it was instant. I don't even remember like falling or anything like that. I just totally blacked out. Let the bodies hit the floor. So I'm lying there on the ground and I'm like clammy and like not sure what's going on and confused. And they're like asking me all these questions like, do you know where you are? Do you know who you are? Do you know what's going on today? And I'm like, yeah, you know, like that boy Ugu. I'm a Twitch streamer on twitch.tv. Make sure you give me a follow. And if you have an Amazon Prime, you know that you can. I'm just kidding. I didn't chill out right there. But yeah, I you know, answer all the questions. they called the fire department. Somebody called 911. They show up and they check my blood pressure and my heart rate. And I guess my heart rate tanked to like 30 or beats per minute or something like that. My blood pressure was like extremely low. Because my body panicked for whatever reason from having the shot. And I've had shots before in my life and never had an adverse reaction to it. But the last time that I had blood drawn about 10 years ago, I did have the same... What the fuck was the fire coming in at? I did have like a similar event where I collapsed in the parking lot. So it's not like too surprising to me that it happened, but it's also a little bit of like a new experience for me, I guess. Because I got vaccine shots as a kid. I had like a TB test done, which is done by needle. They inject you with like a fucking thing. And then they check your like a bulge in your arm like 2 weeks later to see if you have TB or not. Which I didn't, obviously. Because it's like a a condition to becoming a citizen for some reason. The fire trucks come by and they like check my blood pressure and do like a fucking blood test for my blood sugar and everything to make sure that I'm fine. And I ended up feeling like pretty solid, like a good 7, 8 out of 10. I mean, I know I just fucking fainted, but I was not feeling too shabby. But they loaded me up into a stretcher because they were worried about me standing on my own, and they just took me to the ER. Like, they were just like, fuck it, we're just gonna get you checked out to make sure you're okay. And I was like, alright, whatever. So I ended up spending pretty much, like, fuck off, dude. I spent like 2 or 3 hours inside the ER, just chilling, just like vibing. Yeah, they did an AED in the Vons. They did another one in the ambulance, and then they did a third or fourth one at the ER. I know, I didn't really have a say. They're just like picking me up. They're like, we're gonna take you in the ambulance. I'm like, all right. Like, what am I just fucking collapsed and I didn't know why. I had like a sneaking suspicion it was just because like my body panicked from having the shot, but I was like, maybe there is something worse wrong with me, you know? Like, I fucking fainted. Fainted in the Vons, fam. Like, maybe I should get myself checked, right? I haven't been to the doc in like a fat minute, just because, like, you know, fuck a medical plan. I didn't really have a good one until like this year. So they did like blood tests, and they did a pregnancy test on me, and they still haven't got my pregnancy test results, but I'm really hoping it's a boy, honestly. It'd be so great to add another boy to the family. He can be a Twitch streamer just like his father before him, you know what I'm saying? White blood cell differential. I know, that's what I read too. No cap. Serum human chronic gontradofin in brackets or in parentheses pregnancy test. I'm really hoping this time's the one, you know? How much time occurred between losing and gaining consciousness? I actually have no idea. To me, it was pretty much instant. It's the weirdest experience. Oh, and yeah, they did an ultrasound on my heart too, which is actually kind of cool, but hurt a lot because they put a lot of pressure.
Congratulations, you good, it's a main joyful.
It's a Maine Coon. Yeah, so between the pregnancy test and the ultrasound, I think I'm well overdue for a baby at this point. No prostate exam this round. 2-8. Next time. C-section or not? I'm hoping to do a natural birth. Maybe we can do like a hot tub stream, but with live birth. We'll consider it. That's gonna be my next 24-hour stream. Live birth hot tub stream. God damn. Do you get banned on Twitch for doing live birth? Is that in their terms and conditions? They don't think there's anything wrong with my body. They just think that I panicked because I had this shot, or like there was a change in my body composition. So they panicked. My body panicked, tanked my blood pressure and tanked my heart rate. Body couldn't handle the 5G. I know, right? It's too powerful. The Wi-Fi is too strong. Should have done more cardio. I don't think it was cardio. Turns out my heart is actually really good. They did it. I mean, when they do the ultrasound of your heart, I didn't know that. I mean, I guess it makes sense because they do ultrasounds of children, which are basically organs inside people's bodies until you give birth to them. But when they do the ultrasound of your organs, of like your chest and stuff, they really gotta like fucking push down with it. And I still have a bruise, I think, on my sternum from having to like them pushing the ultrasound metal thing into the center of my sternum. It was not like a great time. That whole day was just like fucking wild. Vasovagal? Syncope? Hello? Vasovagal syncope. Vasovagal syncope. Oh, syncope. Syncope? Yeah, I don't know exactly. They didn't tell me exactly what I had going on, Jenny. But I think that's more or less exactly what happened.